guys, good Tuesday morning to you. All right, this fella up here in front of me just had one of his coils taken off. We were parked out front on a gravel road. There's about 4 of us trucks out there. This fella in front of me here, actually we loaded together, or we were securing side by side last Thursday afternoon in Blytheville. So yeah, kind of weird we ended up here at the same time. But he was just telling me, you know, he's got his own authority, been doing this a long time, like 30 years, and he just bought this old truck a few months back, and he was just telling me about all the problems he's had with it, just about everything. But that's what you get, you know, when you buy an old truck. He said he's got like 3 or 4 drivers that works for him, and they strictly haul coils, and they have old trucks because they can use paper logs. I think, you know, if you have a truck older than like 98 or 2000, something like that, you can use paper logs. But anyway, so he's empty now. I'll pull up, try to get unloaded. It's about 7:20 a.m. so you can see up ahead there, you got the Arkansas River. There we go. Oh man, those coils are gonna roll into his truck. Oh my gosh! I think I'll wait a minute. Wow. Yeah, that's why we put those in cradles. Wow. So I got to be real careful here. I'm already totally unsecured. There's another Maverick driver behind me. He's a trainer. I didn't catch his name. He's a trainer, but he doesn't have a student right now. Said he lives in Missouri. I think I'll wait right here until he moves that coil. Woo. Okay, and then remember, after this, I'll head over to the Fort Smith Maverick yard and get these 2 pallets of tarps I'm carrying, get them delivered, and then hopefully get me a nice quick reload heading to Indiana or Michigan, somewhere far, far away. Alright guys, I'll show you some more later. Okay everybody, Paperboy Trucker back at you. Hey, I'm approaching the Maverick Fort Smith yard. I'm about a mile away. Of course, they deadheaded me from my customer there in Van Buren, which was only about like 13 miles. Got unloaded pretty quickly. Don't know what kind of load I'm going to be getting yet. Don't have a load assignment. But, you know, I've got to get in there and get these 2 pallets of tarps unloaded first. But, you know, I don't think I've ever gotten to Fort Smith, or to the Maverick yard anyway, this early in the morning. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. I mean, it's a few minutes before 8 a.m. at this point. We'll see here shortly. All right, so we're coming up on the intersection here of Highway 45 and Planters Road. We'll make a left here on Planters Road. And if you've been watching my videos, you've seen this a lot. We've got the Gerdau steel mill here to the left. And then directly across the road is the Maverick facility. You know that owner-op driver back there I was showing you and had been talking to? He said that he used to get some loads out of here as an owner-operator, and that Maverick handles all the loads, but sometimes if they can't provide the trucks for them, you know, they'll broker them out to owner-operators. But he said he really doesn't do it much anymore because it just doesn't pay enough. But I do see owner-operators in here sometimes. So I guess that's how it works. Gerdau just gives Maverick all the loads, and if Maverick can't handle them all, they just broker them out. At least that's what he said. Okay, so let's make this right turn. I don't expect there'll be a whole lot going on here yet. There's one preload right there. Maybe I'll get that preloaded trailer. It looks like it needs a driver. And here's a load of pontoons, bass boats, and here's a guy with a load of quickcrete or something like that. So instead of parking at this point, I'm gonna go down here and see where they want me to be to unload these tarps. I'm just giving you a look at things. You can tell there's hardly anybody here. Probably some of the guys that parked here over the weekend just getting out of here. All right, I'm gonna go around. See if I can get somebody's attention, see where they want me to be. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, everybody. Hey, I'm here at the Fort Smith Maverick yard. It's still early, and I was right. If you remember, as I turned in here, I noticed this preloaded trailer sitting here, and after I got my 2 pallets of tarps unloaded, they sent me to pick up this preload. So I basically had to do a trailer swap. You know, it's your typical bar load, 2 straps, you know, a belly wrap on the front, trailer wrap on the back, 4 chains with pads and over center binders. So I was just doing an inspection, and one of my tail lights was not working, but the trailer guy came and took it out and it was just unplugged. So got that fixed. Had to swap out all my timbers, tarps, skid mats. You know, I had to leave equipment over here. This is my old trailer, so I had to leave equipment here to replace what's on the load. So that's how it works. And this load goes to International Crankshaft in Georgetown, Kentucky, which we deliver to a lot. The problem is, you know, I'm like 12 hours from there. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it delivers tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, you know, again, I got, and they go by appointments, you know, hard appointments. It's almost impossible to get unloaded early there. So, you know, that's the disappointing thing. I got hours and hours of dead time here on this trip. So, ain't nothing I can do about it. I've already emailed the fleet manager to see if there might be any earlier appointments, and he said he checked and there was not. You know, last time I went to International Crankshaft, this happened to me. I had like 8 hours of dead time. So, you know, hard to make a good paycheck and get a lot of miles when you got so much dead time. But, you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get good loads for the week, sometimes not so much. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the road. All right, well, hold on a minute. You can see you got empty trucks starting to come in that's made their deliveries, and then they're getting dispatched here. We got a couple of trucks over here getting, you know, in position to load. Here's the front of the building. You know, it's got some offices in there, driver break room, showers, laundry, you know, typical facilities. Across the road is the Gerdau plant. All right, let me get going. Okay, everybody, I am approaching the Maverick North Little Rock yard. You know, I picked up this load about 3 hours ago in Fort Smith, and the trailer ABS light is on. Well, the dash ABS light is on also, but it's because of the trailer. So I've got so much dead time built into this trip, I decided to stop here at the shop and have this looked at. You know, the ABS light is something that it could be nothing but a sensor gone bad or even unplugged, although I didn't see any. Or it could be something more serious. And I hung around there at the Fort Smith yard for about 15 minutes hoping to, you know, they have trailer repair vendors there, but he was running late and hadn't shown up yet. So I went ahead and hit the road. So I stopped and did a load check at a rest area about 2 hours ago, and sent in a maintenance request. That's how you do it, you know, if you're not broke down. So I sent in a maintenance request, giving them an ETA of 12:30, and right now it's 12:15, so that was pretty accurate. So I'll go. Oh, and the shop responded back that they, you know, have me scheduled in at 12:30. So I'm going to pull around here and, you know, hopefully they can get right to it, and it's nothing that's going to take very long. But I feel a lot better about having it checked out instead of having this trailer all week and there be something wrong with it. Actually, the trailer ABS light was unplugged. Obviously, a previous driver had just unplugged it, you know, because it is a DOT violation. If he were to get stopped and inspected, that would be a violation. So most drivers just unplug it. Which doesn't, it just hides the problem, but might keep you from getting a DOT violation. All right, so I'm gonna park right here and hope that this was where they want me to pull in. I'll get back to you shortly. Well, guys, to give you an update, as I mentioned earlier, I stopped here at the shop to get this ABS light looked at. Went in and checked in. He told me he'd have a guy get to me probably in about 20 or 30 minutes. So I came out here, set my truck, and you know, I've cranked my truck up probably 5 or 6 times, and now the ABS light will not come on. So, you know, I went back in, talked to the supervisor, the shop supervisor, and told him that, and asked him, you know, if I thought I should just hit the road, or if this might be something that really needs looked at. He said, well, it's probably just a finicky, you know, you'd probably be all right. Either way, it's up to you. And I said, well, you know, I park here on the weekends anyway. I think I'm just going to get going, because basically at this point I've done my 30-minute break. You know, I've got my what's left of my driving time put on my clock. I've got like 7 hours and 50 minutes left of drive time, and I just decided to go ahead and hit the road, you know. I mean, if the light's not coming on now for them to check things out, I don't know if it'd do a lot of good anyway. I fully expect it will come back on probably in 3 or 4 miles. But it must not be anything too serious. So I'm just gonna get on out of here and we'll have it checked out later. So it looks kind of quiet around here today. I did get a text message from Dwayne, you know, the student that trainee that I've mentioned several times the past couple of weeks. He was giving me an update that he didn't finish his training like he was expecting last week because they had I think he said 3 days of breakdown time. So he's a little behind schedule, and in fact he said he was supposed to hook back up with his trainer tomorrow, I think. I don't know if he got to go home during any of that time or what, or if he's been in a hotel. I don't know, but anyway, he's behind schedule of getting graduated out of training and getting his own truck assigned. I'm sure that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, that's what's up with Dwayne. Alright, I'm just giving you a little footage of the surroundings here. You probably can't see it, but off to your left, you know, the Maverick Driving Academy. I see 4 or 5 people out there. You know, practicing maneuvers, doing whatever they do over there. Well, so now I need to decide if I'm going to try to take I-40 all the way over to Nashville and then go up 65, or take 55 north across Dyersburg and into Kentucky, hit the Parkway heading east. There's only about 11 miles difference. At this point though, I'm thinking I may just try to get up to that Love's at Dyersburg, Tennessee, which is probably about 4 hours from here. Less traffic going that way. Man, you never know going on I-40 between here and Nashville what you might run into. Heavy traffic, wrecks that close down the freeway. If I made it that far, you know, I'd have Nashville traffic to deal with late this afternoon. So I can probably get to the Love's in Dyersburg early enough that I could get a spot. And that'd probably leave me about 5.5 to 6 hours to go tomorrow, which, you know, my delivery appointment is 4 p.m. so I could still sleep in tomorrow, watch a movie and still get there in plenty of time. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Alright, so we're about to go back by the Maverick facilities from the other direction now. There's the driving academy on the right. Yep, see my ABS lights come on now. I knew it, I swear. Well, you know, it must not be much of a worry. Any driver will tell you that these things are just finicky, and that's why, you know, the light was just unplugged on the trailer. Most guys don't even worry about the ABS light, but you know, I've talked to shop guys before and they say, yeah, you know, it could just be a sensor, or, you know, it could be something that you need to get fixed. So, but you know, I guess if it was something really serious, he probably would have told me that I need to have it checked out. At least I hope that's the case, because I'm back on the road now. Golly, that's frustrating. Now I gotta look at this thing the whole time. Oh well, I knew it was gonna come back on. Well, we're rolling now. All right, folks, I'll catch up to you later.